Welcome to our tub. Come on in. It's warm inside, and there's always room for more.
This podcast contains adult material and is intended for mature audiences only. If you're under 18, grab your rubber ducky and find another tub. This one's not for you. Hello and welcome back in the tub for episode 184. I'm Mr. Berg.
And I'm Mrs. Berg.
And this week, well, we got another full-length conversation with a new friend. I want to thank Don Juan DeMarco for introducing us to our guest today. Short time in the industry, but really making a splash. Has grown her fan base, has grown her following, having fun doing what she's doing and making a name. And now, well, she has a podcast out. And very new. It just launched back in July, but her and her co-host really, they're sharing some fun stories, having some great conversations. And just like her performances and everything else, she's just having freaking fun. So, not going to take up...
She was fun to talk to.
Yeah, she was. And again, this was another one. Gosh, we talked for a while after we were done recording. And we'll definitely be looking forward to meeting her in New Jersey at Exxxotica.
Yeah.
So, she said she will be there as she always does. It's kind of a hometown thing almost for her. So, look forward to that. But again, not taking up too much time blabbering here. We're going to hop right into our conversation with Carissma DeLuca. All right, see? That's why I got
keep me around for something.
All right, welcome back in the tub. We want to thank Don Juan DeMarco for bringing our next guest into the tub today to share her story and who she truly is to you, the listeners, and to us as well. In her short time in the adult entertainment world, this tattooed, dark-haired Sicilian cougar has notched multiple award nominations, built her brand on numerous platforms, and is doing it her way and having fun with it. Her erotic, exotic, high-energy performance on cam will have you coming back for more. And now, just to add more fun, she's co-hosting the Explicitly Urs Podcast, where she and her co-host share their fun, sexy, flirty stories about themselves and everything sexy. Please take a moment and welcome Carissma DeLuca to the tub.
Hi, thank you for having me.
And thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule as we kind of ran down through that intro to really join us and share all of it that is you.
There's so much.
Yeah.
Where do you begin?
Yeah. So as we get comfortable, can you let the listeners know first, where can they find you online and on social media?
The best place to find everything that's Carissma DeLuca is on my Linktree. And that is Linktree/Carissma DeLuca. That's got all the spicy stuff. That's got all the safe for work stuff. So pretty much anywhere that you can find anything me, it's there. You just, if you want to get a little spicy, you got to hit the spicy link side and then, you know.
Yep, and say, hey, yes, I am good.
Hole.
Yep. And really, and that is it. And again, as we share, with listeners, hey, as we bring new guests onto the show, we have to do our research. Well, that entails looking at the spicy stuff. It's research.
Nice, right?
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Gotta love your job.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah. And yeah, again, Linktree is great. You know, a platform like that where you don't have to worry about it. You put it up there, there it is, and it's simple and easy, one-stop shop.
So easy. So easy.
Yeah. So, again, as we said, short time in the industry. When did you just got in 23?
It was completely by accident.
Nothing wrong with that.
It was actually, yes, 23. I'm about to celebrate. Well, I'm going on the 3rd year. So next month is my porniversary.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you so much. It's definitely been a ride. I never really meant for any of this to happen, honestly. Like, it went from having a bad breakup and needing some extra income and OnlyFans taking its role in my life. And then a producer from BBW Highway saw me, and that was kind of all she wrote.
Nice.
It was almost like Cinderella-like. I kind of went from like a few thousand followers to like 20-something thousand in like a month. And I don't know, it's been fun. It's been a whirlwind. It's been lots of travel. It's been lots of lessons learned, and lots of sex had. So, I don't know, like, I know it's like hard to like say the beginning, it starts at the beginning, but I mean, it's like the beginning is so random. So for me, it's kind of just, I don't know, I just jumped in head first.
And
that's kind of like we did with the lifestyle.
Yeah, that was our lifestyle story. It's like, hey, you know what? Maybe, oh well, no fucks given. Let's do it. and again, to see that, hey, progression. Here you are. Well, it worked. You look back and say, wow, all right. You just said, it was just, hey, let me just make a little bit of extra money. But well, here you go. Shit happens for a reason.
Yeah, no, absolutely does. I've had such a good time. I've met such a cool amount of people. Like, I guess everybody has a stigma about porn because I know that I did before I started, you know? So like actually getting into the business and learning like the different intricacies and like how safe we are and how much we respect each other's space and place, you know, is kind of refreshing. So like, coming in and being blind and not even really watching much porn. I guess everything's been a learning experience. And I think that the coolest part about it is like, I'm still continually learning. You know, I learn new things all the time. I learn new things about myself. I learn things about other people. I learn things about the business. I learn how to make more money. So like for me, the actual progression and like the fact that you're always learning and you're always able to like, you know, make that an intricate part of your business, like whatever, you know, doesn't work, you can rework it, make it work a different way. So like, I just like that it's the freedom of it all, you know?
Yeah, and we've talked to so many, and even before we started, we've met so many great and made so many great friends in this industry. It's one of those, as you said, the stigma is out there, but people on the outside do not realize, you know, the testing, the consent, there's a lot that again
the paperwork,
and
there's always paperwork,
and it really is like. We've been brought into that the length that we've been doing the show. We've been brought into the, you know, it's been referred to the family. It really is, you know, every family is dysfunctional. The porn industry, the porn industry definitely has its dysfunctions.
It's high school.
Yeah, but there are so many good people out there that watch your back, that are willing to, that want to help, that want to see new people and other people succeed. You're always going to have the 1%ers that, you know, are the bads that the stigma's based off of. But overall, you know, this industry is, it really is. And I had the conversation 2 years ago, I believe it was, with my father, actually. My parents owned a video store growing up, and they rented porn. So there was porn was always around. I was I was underage when I watched my first porn. We'll leave it at that.
Aren't most people?
Yeah. and when the show came up, like I was asked, well, now what are you doing online? What, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're traveling to conventions. And I said, we're doing an adult industry podcast. I'm like, and we've made friends. And my father made a comment, and I went, whoa, stop. You're old school, and you have this mental block and this thought. And it was over something. A friend of ours, a performer, sent our son an 18th birthday present. And it was a signed picture. It wasn't a nude.
Oh, okay. It was a G-rated.
Yeah, it was a G-rated pic.
Okay.
And he literally was like, oh, awesome. And he put it in a frame and put it on his desk. And my parents came here for his birthday party, and my mother's like, what is this? Mm-hmm. But I'm like, and the next day, my father called and said, you know what? You were right. I was wrong. He's like, that's just the stigma and everything that you heard and you see, because you always see the bad shit in the media.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. Or you think like, a lot of people that aren't super sex positive, or super sexual, you get in front of people like that, and then they're kind of like, there must be something wrong with these people, because why are they over sexualized, and why do they like over sexualize things? And, it's just a matter of opinion, honestly. And like
how you were raised, how you were raised. I mean, when I called my father to tell him he was going to be a grandfather, he hung up the phone on me.
Because we weren't married.
My mother called back and said, your father said you better be married. How could you have sex before you were married and having a kid? I'm like, gosh, we had been engaged for like 3 years at that point. I'm like...
7?
Yeah. 7. See?
We've been together for 7, engaged for like 3. Yeah, you're
but
right.
that was that Catholic raised, this is what it is. And I'm just
there
like...
There you go. The C word. That's what that is. Mm-hmm. The C word.
And I've said that before, because Mrs. was a Catholic schoolgirl.
Yeah.
Those are the freaky ones. Those are the hidden. Yeah, those are the little hidden freaks.
Like I bet she's got a cute little schoolgirl outfit in the closet somewhere.
Yeah, maybe a few.
Maybe a couple.
No, but definitely, like, it's definitely to each its own. Like, this isn't for everybody. It never fails though. Like, you always have somebody every day that wants to get into the business. Like, hey, get me into the business. And I'm sitting here thinking in the back of my mind, I don't come to your job every day as an HVAC guy or a fucking plumber and be like, you know what? Hand me that wrench, Joe. I got it today. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not something that everybody can do, and you get these guys that'll like message you and think that, because you're popping or because you got like some stuff going on X videos or something, that they'll be the next up and coming thing. They just gotta have sex with me on camera. And it's just insane to me to think that like that's the logic behind it all.
Yeah. It
and then really... who's to say if they get on camera that stuff is actually going to work?
That's exactly it. It's not all.
Yeah, have you ever had a 205-pound man breathing on your nutsack while you're trying to catch one? I don't think so.
Yeah, those aren't super zoom cameras. Like there's 10 sets of eyes watching you. Like it's not your, from the female side. Yeah, from the female side, you're a gymnast. You're opening, you're stretching, you're bending. It isn't the sex you have at home for pleasure.
It's completely different. People ask that a lot though. They're like, "Yo, you like this, and this," and I'm like, "Yo, like." If I was to choose how I would have sex, it would not be such as that. Like I like to wrap up and like, I don't like to have my legs spread, although they can do it all the way open and like do all the, that's just not the way that I like to make love and have sex. But like my fans, they crave that shit. So like, that's what the fuck they get. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's what pays the bills. You're going to do what pays the bills on camera.
Facts. And honest to God, I don't do it for men. A man would watch me fuck Cookie Monster in a chicken suit with a strap on and think that that's sexy. Because you know why? Because they'll watch anything. They will. They will. They would be like, yo, you saw Carissma DeLuca fucking Cookie Monster with the strap on? That's so fucking hot. Yo, I don't do it for that. And I've gotten attention my whole life. I've been a plus size model for lots of years prior to even doing porn. But the women that come up to me at expos, or the ones that message me or DM me that are like, yo, I watch porn now because somebody like me is doing it, and I don't have to watch skinny women fuck men that I fuck. I can watch you fuck men, and I feel comfortable watching you with my husband, or I feel comfortable. So it's like, that's the type of shit that you like to hear, and of course, as an exhibitionist, like, I love that even more because I have fans that with a meaning behind it. It's not just a sexual, connotation, or it's not just a sexual movement. It's a woman who's now comfortable in her skin, or is comfortable watching me while her and her husband get intimate. And that's the biggest form of a compliment.
That right there, to help others. It really is overlooked in that. And we've talked before, and we've seen a lot of that. You go back into the 80s, the 90s, even into the early 2000s, it was a stereotypical female performer. Tall, thin, long, blonde or dark hair,
right?
Big tits, and that was it. There wasn't that variety.
Didn't really matter back then. No. Honestly, when you saw most porn, a lot of porn stars didn't have ass.
And it's changed. It really is. It's opened up, and we talk about even the world of kink and fetish has that mindset across the board has opened up. It's not where it needs to be, but it has gotten better with, and we've previously had quite a few trans performers on the show. We've become friends with some trans performers. Gosh, even 5 years ago, you didn't talk or see that.
No.
But the variety.
Or promote it, even.
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't.
Yep. And
if you did, or you did talk about it, you didn't know how to talk about it. So, it was talked about cringe. Taboo, or a conversation you shouldn't really be having.
Yeah.
Now there's so much body positivity and sexual positivity that, that stuff is kind of getting missed, and it's gone by the wayside now. So that's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice for the trans performers, for sure.
Yeah. Well, and as you said, the world of, the world of BBW is grown as well. And it is about body positivity. It goes both ways. But that world of the big beautiful women was not something you really saw.
And what's crazy is that we're so tabooed via mainstream. People we're one of the top 5 searchables in the porn industry. So it's just crazy to me that a lot of these mainstream companies, they don't hire us. They don't care for us. They don't, it's not something the BBW community this, the BBW community that. And it's such a weird thing out there regarding us. So the companies that do shoot us, applaud, shout out, thank you. I appreciate you. I pretty much shot for every BBW platform except for Plumper Pass, which is mad weird. I don't know, Clint, holler at me. I don't know what's up with that. But Red Bottom Productions is my heart and soul too. Dante and I have
we've really seen a lot of their stuff coming out, and I will say, not to cut you off, but I just got to say that every BBW performer we've ever met at conventions or anything, they are a fucking trip. They are fun. They love to have fun. They laugh. It is always a great time. I mean, and I don't know what it is, but there is that your group. It's the I don't give a fuck. Here I am. Take me how I am, and I'm loving life. We always have.
Well, it's always it's like the fat funny girl stigma. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are funny because it's a defensive mechanism from being teased for so many years. Oh, okay. So it's like if we make things funny or we're making jokes or we're being jovial and stuff like that, like who can be nasty to something like that? Who can ridicule or judge or be out there on like some, low flow and branch and picking apart whatever I got going on. So, a lot of people don't care for us, but like we're here to stay. I'm like not going anywhere. Like even if I decide to go off camera, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be a producer. I'm going to be doing all kinds of stuff. I might even take some photography classes and buy a camera. Like I love how sexy this business is. And I plan on, I've had some AVN fan awards, but like this year, like I'm going for a niche award. I deserve it. I'm out here doing lots of things and I have been for a while. So like the getting the accolades and having the nominations and stuff is nice. Winning would be beautiful, but like just having it under your coattail just to say, hey, this was what I was when I was doing it. And, I'm getting that type of pat on the back is really nice, especially when it's from your coworkers.
Sure.
So, like everything that I've done recently, I haven't really put out much in the last 5 months because now I want things to be different. Okay. So like there's 100 videos out on ManyVids and like I have a bunch of stuff that just isn't edited yet because I haven't found that editor that I'm craving. So like until I can find that, like I'm not putting out my new scenes because I want that to be part of the new rebranding. Like there's nobody that looks like me at 44 in this business as a BBW. Like draw me a map, find me somebody because I don't see it. So like for me, it's kind of like I'm going to continue to toot my own horn. I'm going to continue to move the way I do and catch me if you can.
And that's it. Be you. And 44, and this isn't even just sitting here. I would have said early to mid 30s.
Yeah. I'm also an esthetician, so I know how to take care of my skin.
Nice.
No, facials are important, ladies, and not the kinds we take on camera either.
Well, there's protein there.
Yeah, ish. Swallowed, yes. Applied, no.
Oh shit! So I gotta ask, when your first studio scene, what was something that really jumped out like, wow, all right, I didn't imagine it would be like this, outside of all the paperwork.
Okay, so it was my first scene was mad crazy. It's got millions of views too on X videos. It was with Bones Montana and I shot with BBW Highway. And at the time, him and Mulan Blossom were dating, and I have a giganormous crush on Mulan Blossom. She is one of the most beautiful BBWs in our business. She's got the prettiest skin. She's just absolutely gorgeous from head to toe. She's like a little dynamite in one package. We got along famously, and when I walked into the shoot house, she was downstairs. And I knew that I was going to have to sleep with her man. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. Like, I have to go in here, meet my girl crush, and then fuck her man upstairs. This is insane. Not to mention, she's doing my makeup before the scene. So, I'm like, I literally, and this is no lie, I had literally just tweeted about her earlier that morning about how I thought she was one of the most beautiful women in the business. And I walk in and there she's sitting at the table and I'm like, oh my God. So number one, I have like huge girl crush boner right now, like happening because she's so fucking beautiful. Number two, she's about to do my makeup. We're about to have this whole conversation while she's doing my makeup. And I'm going to fuck your man. after you do my makeup, which is fucking mad weird, right? So I don't know. We're actually, Mulan and I are very, very good friends to this day. I actually talked to her earlier today. I love her to death. And she does makeup and stuff for a lot of the girls that come out to Vegas. And like, you know, when there's AVN or anything going on in Vegas, or, you know, any of the girls need makeup done for scenes or whatever, she's like the go-to. So that was my weird experience, though, like, is meeting my girl crush, having to have sex with her man, and it all being business. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot to take in. And then on top of it, I wasn't even really there for for porn shooting. I'm an avid pool shooter. So I was actually in Vegas for the World Championship of Pool, where I was shooting with my fucking team. And they kept being like, yo, where are you going? Why do you keep disappearing? Like, what do you got going on in Vegas, you know? And this was before anybody knew what was going on. So like
working the side hustle.
Yeah, I was keeping it DL. I was like moving around with my pool stick and shit. And it just so happens that my very first scene is shot in an Airbnb in Vegas on a pool table. So my pool stick made a cameo in my first porn.
Nice.
Wow. Talk about full circle.
Full circle. So then I had to then the guys are like screaming at me because we're supposed to be going to dinner, right? We had already got knocked out of the pool tournament, though. I think it was like, we got knocked out like day 3. So they're all waiting for me. And I'm not only shooting with BBW Highway that week, I'm also shooting with Blush Erotica. So my Blush Erotica shoot runs over and they're like, yo, bitch, you've been gone all week. What the fuck is up? So finally, I get to dinner late. I sit them down like, yo, I got to tell y'all something. And now I have my whole team is guys. So they're like, what's up, bitch? You know, like, what the fuck? So I'm like, I've been shooting porn all week. And they're like, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, no, really, I've been shooting porn. I'm like, that's where I was 2 days ago. That's where I was just now. Like, I've been keeping this from everybody. Like, it's not something that I've been telling everybody. So like, it's kind of how it all came to fruition and formation was.
That's a hell of a first shoot story. Oh, nice.
Yep, there was a lot going on that week.
But but memorable.
Oh yeah. I mean, almost all my scenes are pretty memorable. I've worked with some of the best talent in this business at such an early stage. So like, for me, I'm blessed, I guess, to be in the space that I'm in and to have the support and like work with the talent and work with the producers that I'm blessed to work with. I could probably be in a better situation, but go buy more porn, guys. Okay. Hello. Yeah, but other than that, no, I'm definitely enjoying it. And I'm fully faceted. Like, I do all the sex work. So like, you know, I'm phone sex operator and FaceTimes and Sex Panther and Night Flirt and all those other stuff. So like, I do all that. So it is a full-time job. It's not just I have a shoot today, so I have to work. It's, I get up between 4 in the morning and 8 in the morning, and I catch all those guys on the way to work that want to jerk off before they have to get to work. Yeah. So like, I actually have a schedule and stuff that I follow. It's very business. and
it really is. The industry, your name is your brand. You are the CEO of your name and brand. You're the CEO, the business manager, the marketing manager, unless you have the benefit to have an assistant or pay someone to do that you trust. Because again, your marketing and all that is yours. As you said earlier, you have videos, but you haven't found the right person to edit them. Mm-hmm. You have to. We've had people.
The cookie cutter stuff is great. A lot of people do that, and a lot of people. But like, because I have to set myself aside and set the bar, you know, and like kind of break away from the community because as much as I love, you know, being in the plus size community and being a BBW and being in that group of women, you still have to separate yourself and make yourself different from the group. Mm-hmm. So like, for me, that's really how I want to do it, because I feel like a lot of us in this community aren't really putting it into our films and our featurettes. So like, that's where I'm going to start trying to thin and separate myself from the mass.
And everything's about being different.
Yeah.
To make yourself stand out, as you said, above the industry with the pandemic and the OnlyFans starting, it has been inundated.
No.
Well,
for sure.
and I had, at night I run a restaurant. And there was a waitress at one point that was like, it came out on OnlyFans, and she started talking, and I told her, I'm like, look, don't think you're going to make $1 million showing your butthole like everybody else is, because everybody else is doing it. You got to be a little different. I'm like,
yeah, you got to show your butthole with like different colors of light and different angles. Getting it from up underneath.
yeah. I'm just like, but that is, that platform and the cam world, like that, it blew up. But then you see the rotation. It's like a revolving door, because you have to find your niche. What is different? All the fans are different. What do your fans want? Just like you said, what your fans want. And the guy fans, they just want to see the skin. They just want to see you naked and doing the dirty. That's easy. But expand to the females. Now you have to get creative. But
that always goes back to like, have you ever, like, I don't know if you ever noticed, like, as a porn consumer, but like when a woman shoots your porn versus when a man does, they just catch different shit. If a woman's shooting your porn, she's gonna catch it from her view. So like it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like she's catching that look in your eye that you get, that she can feel because she knows because she had it. You know what I'm saying? Or like, the grips. I'm sorry. Shit. Hello. No. Am I okay?
Yeah.
Or like the grips, like the grip when you're gripping, like the thigh grips and the stuff like that. The intimate, like not so much the nitty gritty, but like the subtlety. So like I love being getting a videographer outside of the realm too, because a lot of times when you have a woman shoot you, she captures you different.
And I think, and we've talked about it, you can see even in the directors. Like we've watched something from, a few female directors on Adult Time, and it's like it's different. And again, we both have different flavors in what we look for, in what we watch, and Mrs., exactly like you said, the storyline, the different views, the different angles, not just the raw, hardcore, all right, let me fast forward to the pop shot. That's all I want to see. Here we go. All right.
Or fast forward to just the sex in general.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, fast forward to like taking all the clothes off and everything. Like, screw all that. I just want to watch the fucking. But I mean, I think that there's lots of companies that do it different. So like, I love. There's a couple companies that I love to watch their stuff. Blush Erotica is shot so well and so cool. And I love Stacey and Charles so much. The way that they maneuver and how they shoot is nice. I also like the way Black Touch films. I think that they're really cool in the way that they film their stuff. Very erotic, very cinematography. So like, I think it's very sexy. It's almost like Harlequin novel-ish. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe I'm showing my age because I said Harlequin novel.
and it's funny because we've had a few interviews over the last 4 or 5 months, and we've talked to performers from the mid to late 90s, early 2000s, and they have all made the comment of bringing back the elegance,
the glamour
of the 90s and the early 2000s of the industry, both on screen and off.
Big makeup, big hair, big.
Well, and that kind of glamour and the shooting of like real films, real full-length films. A few of them even said, hey, the glamour of, say, the AVNs, where it's not that, top tier. They don't see that anymore. And
No.
there's, again, maybe it's because the industry has been so inundated with the cam world, and every guy that has a camera now or has a cell phone is now a porn star, and he's going to shoot content.
It's definitely watered down, and now everybody's worried about the viral. Going viral. Let's go viral. We need to go viral. We got to do public content. We got to be outside
famous
somewhere.
I need to be IG famous. That's it. Yeah.
No. It's tough. And like then I look at some of the content that is going viral, and I'm like, I'm never doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing that. Like, you guys have viral, okay? I'm gonna stay over here in regular land, whatever that is, and like I'm gonna be spicy, but I'm not gonna be weird. So it's like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of stuff out there that I'm like, what possessed you? Or, like, stuff when you're putting yourself in harm's way. I'm like, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. Like, there's just certain things I'm not going to do, but like, it's cool, I guess, that you guys are living on the edge.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, I mean, if you still need that adrenaline rush, okay, cool. I'll find that a different way.
But, going back to the AVN and bringing the glamour of it all, Dante from Red Bottom and I, we have a really awesome idea for a feature film for me. And it is going to be a very full-length movie.
Nice.
With lots of intricate parts. And I'm pretty sure that a BBW hasn't really paved the way for that. So I'm excited for this, and I can't wait for it. I was hoping we would get to film next month, but we're trying not to rush it. We want to make it perfect, and we want to make a splash. So in order to make sure all the logistics and everything's ironed out, because everything that goes behind a feature film, like a full-length film, is crazy. We're talking about multiple photographers, multiple locations, multiple talents. So a script.
Yeah, there's so much that has to come into play. It's time. Yeah. It's there really is a lot. We can only imagine what goes into something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just like your regular old collab. So the storyline is badass, and I'm just really excited. I can't wait to see what the script writer comes up with, and we're really excited about it. Awesome. I'm excited about it.
Nice. For sure. Yeah, so that's something fun on the horizon. Cool.
Absolutely. I mean, other than the exoticas and stuff, like we got that going on. The podcast that we just started has been received very well.
Yeah. So let's talk a little about that. That is, okay. So it just launched, July 6th was your first episode, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So what is, give us some background. What kind of possessed you and said, hey, to get together and say, let's do this.
Okay, so like a year or so ago, I met Spanish Barbie, and her and I kind of hit it off like immediately. Like, she's a lot of fun, and we were high, and we were sitting at the table, and we just started talking about a lot of stuff, and we were on Instagram Live. And from like that time on, like anytime anybody's ever seen us together, or we've been together, or like we've been out and about together, people are like, God, you guys need a show. You need a this, you need a that. So like we explored that option a little bit. And then, we kind of did a couple of dry runs, like on Instagram Lives, just kind of making people laugh and like talking about life experiences and like life in our business, life as a woman on the road, the life as a woman of leisure, so like there's lots of things that we discuss. We discuss hygiene. We discuss bad moments in filming. We discuss, normal stuff too. Like the second episode went into ass eating quite a bit. And we had we had somebody come in and did an interview, or we did an interview with him. We had somebody come in, and he actually does the production for the show too.
Okay.
So we just were kind of bullshitting around, and the episode ended up being 2 hours long, so we had to cut it in half. But it's mad funny because it's like, here's this guy who's like in complete abstaining from ass eating. Like, he'll eat an ass, but he doesn't want his ass ate. And then there's me and Barbie who are like, let me eat it. Let me put my tongue in it real quick. You won't hate it, So it's like, a little borderline sexual assault, I guess. But it's not really that funny. But it's like, and then we talk about things that happen to us that are real life. So like, people are like, there's no way that happened to you. And I'm like, bro, I have the text messages to show you. Or, like there's just certain things that happen to us, like clients that call us and say the damnedest things. So it's like,
I can only imagine some of the,
yo, tune in. So it's like, we have a lot of fun, and like that stuff needs to be shared because it also does, like what you're trying to do is it humanizes us a little bit, because we do have everyday lives. Like I just had an incident with my son today that I had to like leave a photo shoot, and he doesn't even live by me. But it took me out of my photo shoot space and my headspace. So like, I'm still a mom,
Sure.
I still have a mom. My mom is sick sometimes, so I have to deal with that. Like I have personal things that I deal with outside of being Carissma DeLuca for you. Yeah. So it's like, if we do need a minute, give it to us. Especially if we ask for it.
and yes, and that right there, if you're, and we've talked to people, they're like, hey, if we're out at dinner or shopping, yes, we'll be polite, but don't ask for pictures. Like give us our space, because we need our personal time, because the mental health in this industry is probably one of the biggest, it's always the biggest spotlight on the industry. And you need that personal mental space at times.
And shout out to Pineapple Support.
Without a doubt.
They really, we're very, very lucky to have Pineapple Support. I love Dr. Monique. I actually work at the Pineapple Support booth for the Exxxoticas. So like the support that they give our industry, and some of these girls really need it. Like some of us, experience really nasty things in this job. And some of it's very traumatic, and some of us come from trauma, which is why we do the job, because it empowers us. So like there's lots of different things behind the scenes. And the fact that we have Pineapple Support there to like help us out if like we're in detriment or in crises is really nice.
Yeah, you just need someone to talk to, because this industry isn't like your corporate job where you have great health insurance and you can go to a therapist, you this, you that. You have to rely on each other or someone like that. And yeah, the Exxoticas, Pineapple Support is at all of them. We go to all the Exxoticas. We actually went to Miami. It was our first time in Miami last month, but we do all the other three, and we have been for years.
So I don't do Miami because number one, it's the most overrated and overpriced city in America, and number two, it's hot as fuck in July. You got me fucked up.
But you are not. We've had people ask, do you guys go to Miami? Go to Miami. And I've always used, and there's zero negativity at all. My response has always been, I'm a white guy from north of the Mason-Dixon line. I ain't going to Miami that time of the year. This year we did. We were like, okay, it worked out. We're like, we're going to make a vacation out of it. Yeah. We went to Miami. Then we went to a lifestyle clothing optional resort outside of Orlando afterwards. Secrets. Yes. We were at Secrets.
Yay.
Yep, it was our first time down there. But to boot, when we talk about the heat in Miami, we get to Miami. The fucking air conditioning at the host hotel shit the bed all weekend.
Yo.
Swear to God.
Oh, yeah.
We were out at the pool this was what, Sunday night. We were out at the pool until 5 a.m, smoking cigars, drinking bourbon, and I said, we're better off sleeping in these chaise lounges at the pool deck because it's cooler here than it is in our room. I was like this. I mean, there were people that were hot. I will say, like a lot of people did. I got a nice chunk of points from Hilton because I called and I'm like, yo, I travel. I'm an honors member. What in the hell? And sorry, here's a giant chunk of points on your account. But
you would have had to give me more than points. I need like gift cards. I need Uber rides.
It was rough.
I am too fat for no air conditioner in the summer in Miami. That's sitting on the fucking equator.
Yep, and the host hotel is a full glass fronted hotel. So that sun was just
like
blasting.
one wall of our room was just window.
Was a full window. And yeah, it was like, woke up on Saturday. We got there Friday, woke up on Saturday morning, and I'm like,
something ain't right.
Sure ain't right. I am sweating my ass off, and we ain't did nothing. I'm just waking up. I'm like, we didn't just have sex or nothing. I'm like, oh yeah, it's
That's
warm.
Tough. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
so speaking of air conditioning,
you talked to
extra super fail.
Yeah.
Right? You talked to someone from a studio that they tried to film.
Oh,
They
yeah.
filmed
They were trying to film a
gangbang, and the camera lens kept fogging up.
Yeah, they were like, we don't even know if we're going to be able to do this
So-
because the camera lens was fogging up, like trying to film this, trying to do a 8-man gangbang in the hotel. Like it was so damn hot in the room with no air conditioning. I'm like,
How
oh
were
boy.
people breathing with fucking 12 people in a room?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
no idea.
there were a lot of people that, like, we talked to them on Saturday and they're like, yeah, they don't fix this. We are out of here. We are gone.
Yeah, I don't blame them. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was not fun.
So the only reason that's the reason why I don't do Miami. I do the other three. The only reason I do DC is because I'm close.
Yeah.
Because DC is kind of like for the like it's kind of dead.
I'm a bourbon guy, and they got a kick-ass bourbon bar and restaurant right next to the host hotel. So I'm like, yeah, well,
they do.
And actually, DC is closer for us than Jersey.
Okay, yeah.
It's literally it is 4 hours on the nose.
Straight shot.
Yep. To get to Jersey, it's about 5.5. So
Because we drive, he drives to all of them.
yeah, even
So
Chicago,
even
I'll hop in
that's
the
good though,
car.
because
Even Miami,
yeah, but do
we
you
drove.
guys bring a lot of things? Like you bring camera equipment and stuff too to film, or do you just like no?
No, we just have our recording equipment, but we do like a lot of friends, a lot of performers. They know, like in Miami, in DC, and in Chicago, and actually in Jersey, we typically do an event on Saturday night in our room. It's an open door. It's kind of a mental health, unwind, relax, get away from everything. I'm in the food business. Set up charcuterie boards. We travel with a full room bar. We got, we lay it in Chicago. We bring in pizzas, and it's literally, if at the end of the show on Saturday, if you need to get away and unwind, come to our room. It's an open door policy.
Well, I might actually take you up on that before I hit the lifestyle party that I have to host.
and
that's why we started doing it, because a lot of these performers are going to after parties and things like that, and after, especially Saturday is the longest day of the convention. After being there all day, like, you need a short break just to be able to like turn off the persona and just relax.
Saturday of convention weekends is, I think it's the bone spurs and the shin splints for me.
On your feet all day on a concrete floor. Yeah,
Yo,
it's insane.
Ow.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yep.
It hurts so bad.
Yep. And so it was something we enjoy doing. It's, look, you can turn it off because, as you had talked about, like that whole mental thing, we've had performers over the years that we see them at an Exotica, and we'll stand in line, and when we get up, they're like, it is so great to see you because, you know what? We can breathe for 5 minutes. We can be ourselves because we're friends, we know you, and we can just kind of tune it back a little bit. And it just gives us enough of that mental break for a bit.
It feels different when the smile's real.
Yeah. And like, so, and that kind of spurred us to start doing that at these events. Was like, if they're comfortable enough, we're friends enough, well, maybe they need a little bit more. So, and we love entertaining. So I'm like, what the hell? Who can go wrong with a good charcuterie board, a cocktail, and, you just sit down and not have to, you could have a normal everyday conversation and just bullshit. You can be yourself.
Well, charcuterie is like the door opener for all Italian fat asses. So I'm there.
Have cheese will travel. That's the way I play it.
Yo, they have cheese, y'all.
Cheese and cured sausage. All right, I'm in.
And so there's some mustard. I'm excited. I can't wait. That's so funny.
So and yeah, that is awesome. We definitely look forward to meeting you in person at coming up in New Jersey.
Yeah, well, definitely you're gonna have to stop by the booth. I'll definitely have a booth. We did last year at Jersey. It was my first time having a booth, so we definitely enjoyed it. It is a lot of work to do your own booth and to be there and make sure you're there all the days and doing all the things and saying hello to all the people. But New Jersey's great because it's never dull and it's always busy. I hope they don't overlap it like Halloween weekend like they did last year, because I think that people chose Halloween parties over Exxxotica.
It's a week earlier we looked, correct?
It's the 23rd through the 20th.
It's the 24th, 25th, and 26th. Yeah.
Way to go, Exxxotica. Yeah, you did it right this year.
Oh, yeah, 24th. Yeah, 24th.
Yeah, 24th. Yeah, because the 23rd is her birthday. The 20th is our wedding anniversary. There have been actually years of Exxxotica where we've gotten there on our wedding anniversary and been there for her birthday, and it's like, oh, this is just an all-out party weekend. Here we go. So, yeah, this year we'll get there Friday, the day after your birthday, and, yeah, it'll be a party.
That's all right. I can just extend my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to do whatever you want after the age of 40. So
exactly.
You can have a month-long birthday if you fucking feel like it. You've earned it.
Exactly.
Whole month. Fuck it. It's my birthday.
So, with the podcast, what is are you looking and planning to launch on a weekly basis, a monthly basis? Like, what is the vision of the show as it continues to grow?
It's definitely going to be weekly. We are about to make a deal with a local guy in Baltimore, who we've learned is a pretty cool guy. He's got some reality TV show, The Baddies, on a Roku TV network that he has, and we're about to sign a deal with him to have us put visually up on Roku TV.
Nice.
So the very first episode that we shoot in Baltimore will be within the next week or so. We're going to shoot that here somewhere, probably outside, to say, hey, Baltimore, we're here. We haven't really made a splash about the fact that we're in Baltimore. Both of us just moved here in October, so we've been here a little less than a year. So we want to get out there and network with the community and do stuff with the community and for the community, because if we're going to be, doing hostings and things like that here, you obviously need to give back a little bit. So we want to make sure that we make a splash in the fact that we're in this area and we're here to stay. So we're going to do that. We got some community events that we're going to plan through the podcast. One of which is a charity powder puff football game. So that's coming up. And we're just really excited to be here. And then the podcast kind of just, I feel like it's just going to take over itself. It's gotten some really good reviews, on Apple Pods. And, I think it's gotten really a lot of love from South Africa, which makes a lot of sense because I do have a lot, and so does Barbie. We have a lot of people in Africa that, are fans that follow us from the tweets map. You know what I'm saying? So it does make sense that I think we were number 9 in South Africa, which is pretty cool. But
nice.
After 2 episodes, how do you be that's pretty cool, know? Mm-hmm. So, it's funny, it's flirty, it's girly, but it's also raunchy. So men like it too, because it's not too much of that foo-foo bullshit. It's kind of it's a lot of fun. And then football season's coming up, and her and I are both huge football buffs. She's a Ravens fan, I'm an Eagles fan. So that always plays well.
We're and I'll just say we're in Pittsburgh, so it's Steeler country, but we're really not a football household. We're a hockey household, so
I love hockey.
We're fine.
I don't hate that for you. I've actually seen plenty. I've seen games at Three Rivers. I lived in Pittsburgh area for a little while when I was younger. So
I grew up here. Yep.
Yeah, I went to Seneca Valley High School for like 2 years.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
We'll talk afterwards.
Yeah, I was a Lady Raider for 2 years. I played field hockey.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
not too far away from us at all.
So I, like, before I could even appreciate it, I met Kevin
Sorbo?
Kevin O'Donnell, Kevin Green, Neil O'Donnell, and Yancey Thigpen on Mount Washington having lunch one day with my dad.
Nice.
So that was really cool. Yeah, it was like forever ago. Now I'm really telling my age. But yeah, that was super cool. Like, I definitely remember that, like, faintly. And then, like, now being an adult, like, yo, I met these fucking Pittsburgh legends and never fucking gave a shit about it until now. Like,
oh, that is awesome. It's a small world.
Yeah.
So and the whole community thing with the podcast and wanting to be part of the community, you know, that goes again with what we've tried to instill and try to talk about. Look, you know, pillars of the community. You know, want to be involved in the community and help others and be there. It says so much about you as a person, about, you know, you just, okay, yeah, you're in the industry, but this is you as a person, as a community person, and the community involvement. It's so big. Right. It's great. And yeah, I mean, wish the best for the podcast because it's awesome.
Thank you.
It is a lot of work, but you do it for the love and for having fun doing it. That's why we're over 180 episodes and we keep cranking them out every week. You know, we do all the editing and everything. I do all the editing. You know, we've had people ask about doing video, and you know, we've debated that. There's always a fine line. You know, with industry, with professional jobs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, especially from Mrs. Career Field. You know, I'm in the restaurant business. People are like, "Oh shit, dude, you talk to porn stars. You are awesome. Love it." I'm like,
well, I mean, that industry is mostly men.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, believe me, that's what I did. I mean, I was a bar manager, club manager before I did this, and I've been a restaurant manager before, and it's a very much a man's world. Even if you're a bitch in the kitchen, you better act like a man because that shit you don't get no catering to.
We have a woman that started in the kitchen at the restaurant I help run at night. And she came in and was timid at first. And I was like, look, I will be your best friend, but I'll be your harshest critic. Just do that. And now it's at the point where I'll walk in and I'll say something. And she's just like, let's suck my dick. Fuck off. And I'm like, all right, you're one of the guys now. Cool. We're good. I'm like, all right.
The moment that you can grab it and say, suck my dick is like the day that you graduate.
Yeah. I told her, I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm like, you could turn and look at me. And I'm like, all good. Keep doing what you're doing.
So funny.
Oh shit! Well, we could really keep going forever, but definitely want to let you kind of get on with your day.
Okay.
Before we go, one more time, Can you let everyone know where can they find you online and on social media?
Go to my link tree and / Carissma DeLuca. See how to spell it? It's right there. CarissmaDeLuca. And you can find everything that's me.
And we will put that Linktree link in the show notes so all the listeners can just go to the show notes and click on it right there as well.
Appreciate you. I love that.
Again, it was awesome. It was great talking to you. We look forward.
I love being
we look forward to meeting you. Oh, gosh. October will be here fast already in New Jersey. So, you know, hey, listeners know that we're always there. You can find Carissma there. Edison, New Jersey, coming up in October. So, again, thank you so much. Have a great night.
You too.
Well, that wraps up another fun conversation. And again, as I said, another friend, someone really fun. Definitely, as we said at the beginning, looking forward to having a chance to sit down and meet her in person when we get out to New Jersey.
Yeah, she was definitely fun to get to know more about.
Yes, for sure. And, well, as we say, New Jersey, it's coming up fast. We're already
over 2 months.
Yeah, we're already through the middle of August. The summer just kind of flew. It's like, wow.
This year is flying.
Yeah.
Never mind the summer.
Yeah.
This year.
And so that's, literally we're 2
Seems
months.
like it was just June.
Yeah. So we're literally 2 months out of Exxxotica, New Jersey. So it's time to start having that discussion as it's coming up in October. Start thinking about those plans, followed not far after by Exxxotica DC. So, yeah, summer's over and right back to convention, back to kids in school. And, well, that means cold weather, too.
No.
Just as we almost finally got the house ready for the summer and the outdoor. Just behind with a gimp arm all summer.
Yeah.
So still healing that and trying to get through 1 1/8 of an arm. But with that, I think it's time to wrap this up. Again, episode 184. Wow, we're fastly approaching that 200 number. So interested and excited to see what's in store as we get there and keep moving.
Yeah.
So we think it's time to end this one too.
Until next week, folks.
Don't forget to follow us on our social medias. Berg Couple for Fun on Twitter and Instagram. The Bergs on Facebook and Reddit. OnlyFans.
Yeah.
What's the OnlyFans? There's 2 of them.
There are.
Did you? Yeah, I remember that one. There's 2 of them. So there is ours. Is Berg Couple for Fun, but then,
Yes.
Mrs. has her own.
That's right.
Oh, and that is
Mrs. Berg.
all right. So you can catch us there as well. You can hit us up on email, thebergs@inourtub.com.
Right.
Our website is inourtub.com.
Catch us on Free Swap or
Full.
Yeah, full Free Swap. Full Swap Radio. See, you asked me if I remember my
Free
lines.
for all swap. I mean, hey.
On Full Swap Radio.
Yes. Monday at 9 and Fridays at 1. And hey, keep an eye out on those social medias as well. That's where our travel plans and the upcoming where we gonna be is gonna be. So, with that, remember to pay for your porn. Support all the wonderful, beautiful content creators and performers that we have on this show, that we know within the industry. Take care of yourself, mental health. Do what makes you keep ticking and being yourself. Remember to wrap it before you tap it. Lick it before you stick it. And until next time.
We'll keep the lights on and the tub warm for you.